What's up, guys? Welcome to Among the Fence, my YouTube channel where I do music reviews. My name is Aaron. Now, in today's music review, we're going to be checking out the new single Outrun by the band Veil of Maya. If you don't know who they are, they're a metalcore band from Chicago. Started around 2004, and they currently have 6 studio albums. But it's been a little while since we got an album from them. They've just been releasing singles, doing the single game lately. But they're absolutely freaking killing it. And when you listen to the singles, it makes me miss when they were doing albums more consistently. I go back, listen to some of the stuff they've been doing, and they're definitely getting a lot better, especially with the last 2 singles they've come out with. Their songwriting abilities are just absolutely amazing. Their musicianship is phenomenal, and they just keep getting better, and I just want an album from them so bad. And Outrun is probably one of the poppiest songs I've ever heard from the band. Vocalist Lucas said it's extra special because it's something they haven't done before, and they weren't really trying to be different, but it just sort of happened. And honestly, that's the way how it should be. There's too many bands out there right now that aren't trying, they're not evolving naturally. They're trying to force themselves into doing something out of the box from what they're used to doing, instead of just growing into what they already have, and it just turns out being so bad. It feels forced. Fans realize it, and honestly, it kind of pushes the more like earlier fans, the people that fell in love with an original sound that the band had, pushes them away when they start becoming more poppy, or when they try to change genres and go more progressive or whatever. Fans usually can tell when it's forced instead of coming naturally, and I want to say that this song feels so natural. Even though I said it's poppy, a lot of people are going to be like, this isn't pop, this isn't Justin Bieber, because it's like a trigger word for a lot of people. By no means is this like a bad kind. It's not like they're doing like Bring Me the Horizon kind of thing or anything close to that. Outrun starts out with a bouncy riff that's surprisingly dynamic, and then the riff and the verse is pretty technical sounding, and it just flows, and it just keeps going, and it's quick, and there's no like breaks or rests in it, which it matches up with the clean vocals phenomenally by having that more of an aggressive, fast, quick pace to it, while the clean vocals are a little bit more drawn out and have a lot more passion to it. Then the pre-chorus has this like lo-fi thing that sounds really cool, and the transition between the 2 different sounds is flawless. The chorus is gigantic with a great hook and, of course, amazing vocals. You just never really want it to end. And the lyrics are amazing as well, and they use fantastic imagery with lyrics like, I'm feeling nauseous from the free fall, I'm seeing 3 of everything, I can't shuffle my feet. And the music really matches the sense and the emotion of like a free fall. In fact, the music matches the lyrics throughout most of this entire song, which I find to be very impressive. Like, if you take all the lyrics out of this song, you'll still get the emotion that the lyrics try to communicate to you, which is, it's just so perfect and amazing the way how they do it. Verse 2 turns things up a notch with some distorted vocals, a very powerful sounding guitar riff, and open drums. Then it drops back down into the pre-chorus and the chorus, which this time it makes just the impact of it feel so much stronger, going from being really heavy and aggressive to the more open, higher melodic sounding chorus that this song has. Then the bridge is super chill with higher vocals, and then it climaxes into like this interlude thing before the outro, which is basically just the melody of Iron Maiden's The Trooper, and it doesn't like try and hide it or cover it up. And then it finishes things off with a very, very heavy sounding outro. And I just want to say that I'd be willing to bet that Iron Maiden is one of the most influential bands when it comes to like melodies, like specifically in metal. A lot of bands tribute and say that Iron Maiden is like their main influence. Like, even one of my favorite bands, Coheed and Cambria, says that a lot of their music and writing style comes from Iron Maiden. And it's just so cool to hear just such a strong tribute to one of their most popular songs, and it's done in great taste too. Like, when you hear it, you're not just like, they just stole that from Iron Maiden. No, it's like a purposeful thing that they did, where everybody's like, dude, that's sick. That is super dope how they did that. There's literally nothing wrong with this song that I could think of like at all. A lot of people might not like the clean vocals or the distorted vocals or the guitar riff or the Iron Maiden thing because, you know, it's just dad rock or whatever. But it's just, it's done perfectly. The clean vocals has such a great tone to them. Distorted vocals come in hot and heavy right when, like, they should. Like, it just makes the song really just unpredictable, to be honest. You don't really know where it's going to go. You, especially once we get to the bridge and then the interlude thing, like everything is just out of left field with the Iron Maiden thing, the really chill sounding bridge with the higher vocals, and then the outro's heavy. It's all just, it's all over the place, but it doesn't feel scatterbrained. It doesn't seem like they tried to mash a bunch of different songs together. Like a lot of songs, like bands that try to force something like this, it's what it seems like. When a band tries to force it, it's like they got 9 different ideas and like, we'll just put it together. It'll work. It'll be sick. Fans will love it. And a lot of fans are just left scratching their head trying to figure out what's going on. And then Veil of Maya comes in and they're like, this is how you do it. This is how you're supposed to write a perfect song that's an evolution of your sound. So with all that said, I got to give Outrun by Veil of Maya a 5 out of 5. But I want to know what you guys think, because I know there are some people out there that don't like it when different bands take different sounds from like other bands, I guess, that are blatantly obvious, just the same melody from a lot of people will be like, no, they just stole it. So I want to know what you guys think of, especially like the little tribute thing that they threw in there. And they're using a lot more clean vocals than what I'm used to hearing as well. So yeah, I'm going to leave a link for this song down in the description below. If you haven't listened to it yet, go ahead and click on that. Give it a listen. Let me know what you think and what you would rate it. And as always, if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to give it a like. Leave a comment below letting me know what I should review next. I'm working on the new Trivium album, In the Court of the Dragon. Trivium is one of those bands I really like to take my time with. That way I can really grow into the album, because a lot of times I don't fall in love with their music right away. So I'm giving myself a chance to really decide how I feel about the album. I should have it up within like the next day or two, Sunday, Monday, latest Tuesday, but hopefully it'll be out on Monday. And if you want to help support me and my channel and just make me feel good about myself, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell icon. That way you don't miss out on my future content. Doing any of those things, even just taking time out of your day to watch my video, I appreciate it more than you could ever imagine. And I hope you guys will have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you next time. I was trying